Hello. Actually, changing. Hello, everyone. Trying to find the right light. Yeah. So, gonna go live, maybe do some readings. I guess I need to put in here. I don't know if you can hear the read, the song, but I'm just gonna chill here. People I know are probably, I don't know, doing stuff for Memorial Weekend. It's been a while since I've been on here. Just gonna hang for a little bit and maybe do some readings. Um, I have been, I don't know if you can hear the music. I've been so busy dealing with this book that I've put out, Seer Origin Story. Here's what it looks like. I've been busy trying to I'm busy setting this up to go get into bookstores because right now you get it on Amazon or Kindle on Amazon. So I've been going to doing podcasts. A part of me's just been kind of trying to chill, just trying to be like, let's just chill. The energy of the world is pretty intense right now. Things are kind of intense for everyone. So that's just kind of what I've been doing. And so I haven't really cheered it, right? Cheers to myself. I haven't been really coming on here a lot. Um, I'm really excited that people have been really enjoying my book and buying my book. I can't wait to hear more things from people, more reviews, more feedback. One thing I'm finding of when you write a book and you put it out there and you're excited, you're like, my book's out. And then sometimes people are like, that's great. And then they buy it. And then they're like, I'm like, what do you think? And then people are like, I haven't read it yet. And then you're going, oh, that's right. People have to have time to read a book. I've been behind on doing the audio book because it's going to take some time. I have to record the whole book. I put no super chat and I meant to say no. Can I like edit that? Let me hit remove. Um, anyway, I guess nobody's in here. I'm just talking to myself. So if I just keep talking to myself, I don't want to come in here and talk to myself. That's not fun. So like, there's so many things. Let me tell you, I never get like a full day off. There's always something I'm working on. So that's why, I haven't like recorded an audiobook. I've been working on getting this book in stores, all of that, going on podcasts, having to do my podcast, all of that. I think I'm the only one in here. I'm the only one talking to myself. No, it's fine. Okay, let me see. me the audio seems to be struggling. It does? The audio? Really? Oh, you know what? I could have, hold on. Can you hear me now? This was covering the mic. This was covering the mic. Hold on. This is going to make a lot of noise. Cover your ears. Okay. Is this better? Is this better? Yes, but not much better. How about now? Is this audio better? Maybe because the music's playing through my computer. Let me turn the music off. Is this better? Now that I turn the music off? I don't know if that was causing a problem. Come on, Mike, sit up. Do your thing. Oh, yeah, it's just going to fall off. This is much better. You think it was the music? Probably. Yeah, I maybe because I was trying to play the music through the computer and it was just like not working out. Anyway, hello everyone. So we're chilling a little bit. I can do intuitive and medium readings. They're $20 for donation. And also just chatting. Hi, Timothy. Hey, Timothy. Oh, you started your new chef job, right? Congratulations. Cheers. Cheers on that. Congratulations. How do you feel now that you have a chef's jacket and you're so fancy? You're a true pastry chef with your chef jacket. I mean, you were before, but it seemed like you feel invincible. You're like, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Hand me a spatula. Hand me a scraper. Hand me a mixing bowl. Throw in that flour. Throw in that sugar. It's Timothy. I'm here to save the day. Do you need cookies made? Do you need cakes, pies, pastries? I'm your guy. It's Timothy, the pastry chef, with my name on my jacket. And then there's people like struggling. They're like, oh, is this okay? Am I mixing this? Is the batter okay? And you're like, throw it out. Sucks. Your batter sucks. Executive pastry chef. Okay. Boom. Sorry. Like, oh, excuse me, chef. Is this okay? Does it look like the batter is completely mixed and smooth? How is my, how is, I'm just making up stuff. Oh, you're like, it's no good. Get out of here. You like feeling that power, right? Like, you would have, if we can figure out how to do a reading we'd like tonight to do to tonight. Hmm? I'm not quite sure what you mean. I'm doing individual readings and they're for donation for $20. So it's either an intuitive or a medium reading. You can ask one question for intuitive and you can talk to one person if it's a medium, and I'm not mixing them. Hi, it's nice. Yes, I bet it is. You would have, I think I would have been thrown out of your kitchen if you saw what I did recently. I was making crepes. I make crepes, everyone. No, I don't do super chat. It's in the description. It's hi Nikki. It's in the description. It's either Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Um, hi Nikki. You would have thrown me out, Timothy, because I was making crepes and I forgot I needed more butter. So you're supposed to melt the butter. So I melted the butter in the microwave, which is always like not great either because it doesn't melt it totally great consistently. But it wasn't all the way melted. I just threw it into the batter and I just stirred it up with the spoon because it this is me making crepes in the morning for my kiddo. And then when I go to make the crepes, there's little unmelted parts of butter. And I'm like, melt. You melt your butter. Go ahead. I'm not getting out the mixer again. Just melt. You're fine. Anyway, they still turned out pretty good. I mean, I'm making crepes for breakfast for my kiddo. I think. Mm-mm. And by the way, Timothy, I would not be able to work for you, but you would be proud of me. Good job, chef. Ooh. I would totally be your I would totally be your pastry bitch in the kitchen. I would have no problem with it. I'd be honored to just assist somebody who really bakes for real. Cuz here I mean I bake for real, but you know what I mean, professional. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that's funny. I got you, Julian. Let me put you on the list. Okay, just to remind every people, I'm making a list. I'm reading for an hour, so I'll remind you every 15 minutes. Like, hey, here's the list. I'm going to be closing, I'll be reminding you. So Julian is first. Here's the thing. You be proud of me as well, Timothy. My kiddos in robotics. Yes, listen, everybody. The Gen Alpha is learning. They are in robotics. They are creating the robots. You need to be nice to them because they are going to be the gods and goddesses of robots. And this is the world is coming. You got to be nice to them. They are going to be the makers of robots. He's going to be doing the same thing. It's going to be like up a level when he goes into high school because then it's like serious giant robots. They're making little robots but giant robots. Anyway, it's the end of the year, and they all had, their end of the year, like it's the end of the year. We're done with the year of making, they competed and everything. And I asked the teacher, like, are you going to do like a little party? And he's like, no, not really. He goes, but we left your cookies last time. And or he said something like, yeah, we'll do something. And we loved your cookies. So I'm thinking other parents are bringing stuff. So I baked 30 cookies, enough for the robot lords um, to have two each, I think, about or more. And then my son comes in, he's like, oh, you were the only one who brought anything. I'm like, what? Like my cookies was the main feature for the robot lords. I was like, well, you gotta be on their good side. This is a generation that is going to be making programming and making robots. Just saying. So I'm good. I'm getting in with my chocolate chip cookies. So, I mean, it's not like a picky, they're not picky customers. These are teenagers. I probably, if I just went to the store, bought pre-made, rub shoulders with the right people, keep them happy. If I had just got pre-made dough, they would have been fine. But no, it was from scratch, everyone. From scratch. Homemade chocolate chip cookies. The robots are going to be programmed to like me. I'm just saying, I'm getting into the group, into the crowd of engineers made with love. That is true. Okay, Julian, are you getting an intuitive reading or a medium reading? Also, to let everyone know, I was talking to myself, but now that you're all here, thank you for getting my book. And I have been saying I'm going to work on the audiobook. And a medium reading, you just tell me who you want to talk to by your relationship. And these are mini readings, remember, and I'll go over a little bit of rules before I start. So you just say like your grandmother, your mother's side. Have any of you ever had a reading from me before? Um, and I've been like kind of going on podcasts. I'm so excited because I did register this, that now it's going to be able to be into Barnes and Nobles and other bookstores, and I'll let you guys know. But thank you all for who bought this. But if you read it, please leave a review. Nikki, I'm looking at you because I think you're done with it. I'm not sure. The one thing I forgot when you write a book, is your husband with you? Is he with you right now? The one thing I forgot when you write a book is that it takes a minute for people to read it. So you're like, "Hey, here's my book. Everyone go get it." And you're like, "What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?" And then it's like, I can't on Amazon because it doesn't let you unless you bought no, that's not true. Of stuff within the past however many months. Oh, really? Well, I need him to be active in this reading. Um, why isn't he the one typing? Because I need him to be talking back and forth to me and confirming things, not through you. I don't really tend to do that. So if he's getting the reading, then he needs to be the one typing. I try. Yes, it didn't let me because I haven't bought anything Amazon in 3 years. Nikki, really? Then have somebody you know who has write it. I didn't know that. Are you sure? Because I thought it's just like you just have to be verified that you bought it. Oh, it required you to spend $50 in the last year to leave a review. I just Googled it. I think you could try and leave the review. I'm sure it'll be fine because they usually like want the person verified that they bought it. That seems to be the most important thing. It wouldn't let me, I swear. Likely story. Likely story. So Jules, if he's getting the reading for him, then he has to be the one communicating to me. It said I needed to have spent $50 for last year. Ugh. Oh boy. Yeah, I know. Do we believe her, Timothy? Do we believe them? Don't make me remote view you, Nikki, and see if this is true. Don't make me do it. No, I believe them. I believe them. Gabe here watching on my wife's phone. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is for Gabe. This is your sister. Okay, we're going to come back to Nikki and we'll harass them and make them prove to us. I got you, Timothy, that they actually are telling us the truth, because it's not good to lie to a psychic. It's Gabe typing now. Okay, awesome, Gabe. Okay, so Gabe, just so you know, okay, everybody, I'm going to read for Gabe, and then I'll come back and we can chat a little bit, and then I'll read for Timothy. Reminding everybody, you have 30 minutes to get on my list. I got you, Nikki, to get on my list before I close it. Because a girl's got to eat and, all kinds of things. Okay, so here's the thing. Gabe, I'm going to have her tell me how she passed so we can confirm it's her. And then she'll say a few other things. It's a very mini reading, just so you know. If you would like a longer reading for everybody listening, of course, you can go to my website, AdelaLavine.com. And currently, I do have a special of 50% off of my readings with the code HEART. So here we go, Gabe. I just felt that right now when I see her, Gabe, she's very tentative, very sensitive. She is apologizing about her passing. And just so you know, Gabe, if you can like answer, like say things back to me as I'm telling you, just to confirm if these things make sense, but you don't have to like fill in the blanks, okay? Um, she's saying for her, she's apologizing. She's saying that her passing was something she was aware that was coming, that was going to happen. She was aware that this was um she was heading this direction. Um okay, Nikki, I'll get back to you. And the feeling I get is just kind of an overwhelming kind of heaviness. There's almost like kind of like a heaviness around her. When she talks about her passing, I feels very tragic. She feels like she was pulled from this world. She doesn't feel like it. The reason why she's apologizing is because it's almost like the circumstances were kind of crazy around her death, but she feels yanked from this world. Does this make any sense? This is where I just kind of, to save time, if you can just communicate back with me as quickly as you can so that there's not a lag. Her passing was a surprise to us. Okay. She's saying that she felt yanked, almost like something took her. But there was like a depression around her or a sadness. That's why I was saying there's something tragic. It's almost like she felt depressed or sad. It was definitely sudden. But I'm kind of talking about why she's saying there was a depression and a sadness leading up to her passing. Um, she had like some kind of mental health things that she was battling. But when I asked her if she took her own life, she says no. Is that right? She says circumstances. She keeps saying circumstances and things kind of pulled her from this world quicker than she expected, and she couldn't stop it. Yes? Okay. Can you explain what she's talking about? She also says something about, hold on, the month of March, the end of March going into April, the end of March going into April. She keeps talking about March. And for some reason, she's talking about monarch butterflies a lot too, because she keeps showing me these butterflies everywhere, monarch specifically. I think these are monarch butterflies. She says she tries to kind of get you to know she's connected. Um, she tries to get you to know that she's connected to you, and she tries to give you information to let you know she's around. She does say something about feeling almost like a deflated balloon, just like this is how her passing happened. But she wants everyone to know that her actual time that she left this world, she wasn't in pain. She died in her sleep. She had some health issues that we didn't know that were life-threatening. Yes, that's what she's saying. She's saying that like it's like she got yanked from here. So she wants you to know it was like a balloon kind of being, that's why I was seeing a balloon, kind of like the air going out of the balloon. It was very subtle. It was very, she says it was wonderful and peaceful. She didn't suffer. She feels very fortunate compared to so many ways people pass, even though she feels it was too soon. But she does show me that it's kind of around her heart. It's almost like around her chest area, heart area, something to do with that. I don't know if it's the lungs or the heart, but she keeps talking about that being infected or not well. And then she is talking about monarch butterflies, and if you can kind of confirm the end of March going into April before I wrap this up, okay? And you can like throw that in as I move on to other people. It's fine. I'll answer you. But her passing wasn't at all horrific. It was beautiful. And she's talking about someone like connecting with someone on your mom's side. I don't know if it's your grandmother and your mom's side. My son's birthday's in March. Okay, so that's a confirmation. Okay. And the other stuff you can confirm as I move on. Thank you so much, Gabe. Um, okay, I wanted to answer Nikki because Nikki, um, and you can answer me because I know there's a delay, so that's why I'm just kind of moving on. And I'm going to read Timothy next. And Timothy, you can let me know what's up, what you want me to do. You know how it works. You're OG chef. Go ahead and put your question in. But Nikki, and every this is what something I'm working on. I want to get my book into bookstores. So if you do a book club, if you're in a book club and you're at a local bookstore, let me know because they can order my book now because I have it, it's in the system. Um, Ideal intuitive. So I've been torn whether I should still continue with my mediumship spiritual path. What? Her autopsy confirmed a heart disease is a cause. Yeah, that's what I saw. Yes, I'll talk to you about it. That's what I was hoping. Yes, you can. They can look it up. The bookstore. I'm going to get to you, Gabe, because I'm really happy we got this confirmation. Nikki, that's what I'm really excited about. It's all registered. So all they got, if they want to get my book, they can get it through. It's called they know because it's a catalog called Ingram Spark, and they can look it up and order it from them. It's in the system now. And this is what I need help with, everybody. I'm trying to get into all the local bookstores. So I'm trying to get into Barnes and Noble. I've contacted them. It takes a while. They contacted me back and I needed to send them my ISBN. And so I'm really excited. Her and anything about monarch butterflies, Gabe. Yes, that's what I saw about her chest. It was almost like infected or something. So I think that's the disease. Okay, Timothy, hold up. Wait a minute. Everybody stop. Hold up. We didn't know about the heart disease before death. She had different health issues. Yeah. She didn't know either. Why are you not wanting to do spiritual path anymore? What happened? Why are you deciding not to? Is you mean you want to abandon it altogether? I mean, I already know what I'm going to say, which is no. I mean, I've known that this is a path you've been working on, your spiritual self, and I'm not going to encourage for you to walk away. You should definitely. I mean, I mentor people. I can't think of anything to do with butterflies. Just kind of write it down, Gabe, because this could happen later, but it's specifically monarch or moths, either way, because that I see it. She's putting it in front of my face. My new job takes a lot of my hours of the day. Listen, when it comes to spirituality, Timothy, you don't have to spend all your time doing it. You don't have to dedicate like so much time to it. All you need to do is, even if you have 10, 15 minutes of the day, to kind of tap into that side of you. And I don't think this is what you got to understand. You can use your sight to use that gift through your day, even at work, like you tuning into the people, you're tuning in. Should I, do this? Should I do that? Like you can use that. Um, Yeah, I think, Gabe, it's like either it's specific though. It's not just any butterfly, it's monarch or moths. And it won't happen when you're expecting it. So don't look for them because signs happen to you when you least expect it. And that way you kind of really get the gem of it. You know what I mean? Because it takes you by surprise. But yeah, Timothy, do you hear what I'm saying? You can practice your gifts even at your job by just like tuning into people, tuning into your environment. You don't have to like take some time out of your day to practice your abilities. You miss reading people? Well, you may not have the time to do that, like because it takes a lot of time, but you can I would say this is what I feel is that rather than going on TikTok and just like, doing that whole thing where you're just kind of doing Russian roulette with people and reading them, is to kind of maybe just try to do some readings and practice on people like in my Patreon, people practice on each other all the time. And then once you kind of practice, maybe, you know, have a few people you're reading over the phone through Zoom or something. I feel like you just need an outlet for it. I feel like TikTok's going to be very draining. You know what I mean? And that's my sense. I know Nikki's going to agree because Nikki's mentoring with me. I'm going to push people to continue down the path of harnessing your sight. Yes. I'm always going to encourage that. I've been bothered a lot at night. What do you mean you've been bothered at night? What does that mean? That's too vague. You're saying like you've been feeling stuff at night or you've been, just sensing things. Well, you need an outlet to do. That's what I would say. Just you need an outlet. You know what I mean? If you have an outlet, even if you're practicing on people, it will get that part of you out. And then maybe you like move on to something else. Maybe you just have a few clients or a few people you read for, but don't abandon it. Okay? Don't abandon it. All right, everybody. I have 15 more minutes for you to get on the list. And we're just a small little tiny group here. But Nikki, I'm happy to answer what you need me to answer for you. Little fairies and things. You and your fairies. And she was a fairy. That's a TikTok, What is it? Soundbite. What can I do for you, Nikki? Did they go away? I'm not reading people randomly. These are readings for donations. It's like tagged at the top. People have paid their $20, so I don't just read people. So just to remind everybody, for people who are on my Patreon, stuff has been posted on there. I'm doing an in-person medium salon if you're in the LA area. And in the medium salon. And remember, I read very specific. So if you're going to get intuitive reading, you have to ask a specific question. If you get a medium reading, then you need to ask for a specific person to talk to. But to remind everybody, I'm doing a medium salon if you're here in the LA area. So if you're rewatching this, there's only 6 spots. This is like a small little intimate group where I do little medium readings. They're longer than this readings that I do here. They're small ones, but not as small as these. I am doing the 50% off still because people have been having a really, really hard time. A really, really, really hard time. I think Nikki left the building. I don't know where Nikki went. Where did Nikki go? Nikki, are you there? Did Nikki leave? I don't know. Where Nikki is. But yeah, I would say like here's the thing also, Timothy, while we're waiting for Nikki. In a time where people are feeling really uncertain about things and are not sure what's going on and everything that's going on in the world, that's why I don't really feel like TikTok's a place. You just have people who just like plummet you with questions and they don't really kind of respect the whole thing. I think you should really find an outlet where you're having people who are respecting it. Like what if you go on my Patreon and you ask people, tell people you want to read for them and things like this, that's a better way to go and kind of build a name just even for people in that arena. So I feel like you'll get more out of it that way. I think Nikki left. I don't know where Nikki went because they are gone. Yep, dance monkey. Thank you. Did you hear my podcast episode that I had where we talked about that? Where we talked about that? I don't know if you heard it. I felt like Nikki said something. Did you know which episode with Ken? Anyway, we talk about that. We talk about, yes, you see what I'm saying? Where people just think like we're like a slot machine, just, tell me what you see and they don't care about they don't see you as a person. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the downside to reading, you know. I don't know where they went. Nikki, I'm gonna give you a couple of more chances here. I think they disappear. You need to be on Ghosted with Roz. What's Ghosted? Is that Kent? Was Roz on the show? Was Roz one of the people? I forget the people's names, to be honest, because I watched it, but you can't rewatch it, so it's been a while. Is Roz one of the people from Living for the Dead, the show, a podcast? I'll see. I'll look at I'll look at I'll look at it, see if it fits what I'm trying to do, you know what I mean? Okay, well, Nikki disappeared. Nikki disappeared. Yes, the one called the F word. Oh, yeah, she's kind of more like humorous, and that's kind of a little different than the direction I'm going. You know what I mean? So she's in LA. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a different vibe. It's a totally different vibe. So than kind of what I'm trying to do with this book. You know what I mean? Anyway, I think Nikki disappeared. I think this is kind of it. I think I'm just going to close out early and go eat dinner. Nikki, if you hear me, hit me up and let me know what happened to you. I don't know. She vanished. Have a good Memorial weekend. I forgot this was Memorial weekend when I decided to do a live. I was like, "Oh yeah, people are probably out doing barbecues and, going swimming, going to the beach and all that." So, have a fun 3-day weekend and I think that my next podcast episode is probably going to be about Annabelle. I think Annabelle's like making a tour. I have things to say about it. I have things to say about it. And here is a PSA that I'd love to leave with for all of you. Go see Sinners. Go see Sinners. I'm going to talk about it on my podcast again. Go see it. It was the best. I don't think I talked about it before. If I did, I'm going to talk about it again. Go see it. Go see it. It is a must. It is a must. Let me tell you, it's the best movie I have seen in a long time. It's a commentary on politics, on racism, on spirituality. It's so well done. It's so good. It's so good. It is the music. If you like root work and you're witchy and you're spiritual and you want commentary on what's happening in the world today, go see Sinners. That's it. Follow yourself, follow no one, listen to your voice, and I'll see you soon. Go see Sinners.